Oh my goodness, this night market actually has a theme song. First day here in Cebu, and we're going to the Sugbo Mercado night market. This is the most popular night market in the city, and definitely one of the more upscale ones in the country. This is one of the more epic night markets in the Philippines here, and I'm going to show you the lay of the land first, as we are here early just to procure a table where we'll spend several hours chowing down a lot. This Sugbo Mercado is quite huge. I mean, as far as like, it's laid out like a rectangle, but then there are little alleyways in between and lots of stalls. Of course, you gotta have some boneless lechon here. This is one of the better places to get it. So I see a lot of lechon stalls in which they've already made the lechon, probably in a separate location, and transported here. Korean food is well represented here, by the way. Also Japanese food, takoyaki. In addition to lots of really good Cebuano specialties and other Filipino food, you definitely see a lot of international food here as well. Big eating area here. Ice cream is definitely a must when you're here, if you're eating lots of protein especially. And there's a stage even with a live band. And this place has a theme song, by the way. Barbecues you order. Sisig bar. Well, I'll give them this. That's audacity right there. And probably worth checking out if it's true. Make your order barbecue here again, too. And this is a smaller, more intimate seating area, which is where we are, far away from the stage. So, okay, John, we got 1,000 pesos. How fast can we break this sucker right here?
Yeah.
Let's try this one first. Anas lechon.
Thank you.
Let's get a quarter kilo for 160 pesos. So that's like about $3.
First, gusto mo ito, sir, yung small bin.
Okay guys, first food of the night, and since we're in Cebu and Cebu is absolutely famous for lechon, well, we should actually start there. So, let me see, let's look at that skin first. Seems a little crunchy. It's because they're already pre-made. It feels a little soft, but let's give this a whirl in some sauce. Give that a try. Alright, go ahead. A decent crackling.
Crunchy.
The decent crackling on that.
And the meat.
Now we should try some of that meat, especially because, you know, typical for Cebu lechon, it's been stuffed to the gills with herbs, especially lemongrass. Other aromatics such as onions and such. So that's what makes Cebu lechon quite distinctive. So let's give this a whirl in some sauce. Meat's quite juicy, quite firm too, because we got a nice lean piece there, but there's enough fat in there. This is the kind of lechon that you don't really want to dissipate very quickly, so you can release more of that flavor. There's nothing really pronounced as far as like the lemongrass is concerned, but you can definitely taste a faint hint of it. And I think we're off to a solid start here. Maybe we should probably try some other lechon just to compare. And here's this luscious piece with extra fat and such. So I think for contrast, let's try this. The extra bits. There we go. I'm getting a nice, slightly sour tang out of that. Especially when you get to the softer parts of the meat. And actually there's a little bit of clove in that. Just a little bit in the skin. Like a star anise type of flavor, but wasn't expecting. Just a little bit. Quite nice, actually unexpected. It's quite nice. Okay, comparing lechon here, I'd probably get another 1/4 kilo. Alright, so we're trying our second lechon of the night this early. This one comes from Jamal's lechon stall. And we ordered the spicy type, because they put all kinds of aromatics, I guess some chilies in here as well. And then we put some soy sauce here on the side, and we put some calamansi to add some zest. And we're gonna use forks for this. Forks. Nah, forget that. Let's taste on that skin. And a little soft, but I'm expecting some decent crackling out of this as well. And let's dip it into the sauce, which has an added bonus of calamansi in there for some freshness. I really like there's a little more crunch in this. I'll try some of that meat, which is falling off my cardboard fork here. Cardboard? Okay, we have to grab this. Dip it in that sauce. I'm getting more soy sauce seasoning out of this one, as far as like it being embedded in the meat. And I think I'll take this next piece with all the flavor on top. Skin with a nice sub-layer of fat here. And I'll give this a whirl in some sauce. Nice twang and just a little bit of heat from that shooting labuyo. Dip some meat and skin. They're not super spicy, but I'm definitely tasting more of the chili essence without the spiciness, if that makes any sense. Really good play of lechon, quite different from the first one, which I do like. And we're gonna finish this up, and then we'll get some other food that's not lechon. Alright, got several things here. Some pork ribs that John wanted. Pork ribs with oyster sauce. Some beautiful grilled chicken in this really, what looks to be a sweet sticky sauce. And then, for me personally, I wanted to try this tinola manok, or chicken soup with marunggay, or malunggay if you're Tagalog, or moringa leaves. Dad especially loves marunggay, but he's especially proud about eating it because in Ilocos, Ilocanos love eating marunggay. You can find this everywhere. It's an invasive plant It gives a lot of leaves everywhere, and you can get them, and they're very abundant. So you learn to eat with them, I guess. So I'm going to get some of this broth first and try it out. See if it's worth going for. It does remind me of Dad's cooking as far as tinola goes. So this got some native chicken. There should be some ginger and some onion. And so that's what the soup is. It's a simple chicken soup with nice broth. Nice simple broth. You really get that gingery flavor on that as well. And from nice healthy taste from the moringa leaves, or what I call marunggay. Just because I'm, used to saying it that way. I'm gonna actually get some of this because that's what I was concentrating on. Some of this native chicken and some of the soup. And get that on the rice. Yeah, that chicken has been stewing that soup for quite a bit with the ginger and the onions. Really aromatic. Very simple and very comforting. And with the marunggay, very nice, healthy flavor with it too. So it's actually a very welcome departure from the lechon we were eating, which is very hearty and very rich. And you're getting some nice, refreshing soup and comforting too. I think any Westerner would love this, actually. Tastes just like, chicken soup from home. Alright, I'm gonna go try this chicken. Which is all kinds of sauce on here. Oh, a bit of my marunggay went in there. Ooh, fork tender. Comes right off, so if it comes right off like this, I think this is gonna be a really good bite. Whoop. Let's dip it in some of the more that sweet glaze sauce. What appears to be a sweet glaze. Try it out. Sweet and smoky. And mostly sweet, I think. But not an overbearing kind of sweet. Just a nice soy sauce. Very nice char on that meat. And quite tender and juicy as well. I'm gonna go ahead and let me try some of that pork rib, actually. This is a pork rib in oyster sauce, right? Alright. And that's pretty tender meat as well. Get some more of that sauce. Quite good as well. And not too decadent with that sauce too, because it's quite refined actually. Not too sweet, not too salty, just about right. And fork tender pork as well. So let me get cracking on finishing this, and we'll get some more food or drink after this. I totally forgot that we ordered some cheese scallops, so it took about 15 to 20 minutes. Yep, and because we're in Cebu, they're also not just famous for lechon, but also ultra fresh seafood, being so close to the ocean. So I'm gonna take one of this. This is our cheesy scallops, which looks to me more like buttery scallops. Nice rich cheese to that. I like that caramelization there. Kind of gives it more of like a creamy, rich, slightly sugary taste, I think. And with that butter, pairs very nicely, and the scallop is very fresh. So, one of the things you noticed here at the very beginning of the night market is they sell these ginormous smoothies. That's pineapple and that's watermelon. And there's 3 of us that take out all this fruit and hydration. So yeah, we're taking a break from all the delicious food and drinking ourselves silly with fruits. Fresh fruit. So this reminds me actually of, personally, this reminds me of what was that market in Thailand? The train market. I'm drawing a blank. So, taking some pineapple smoothie. You attack it by death by 1,000 spoonfuls. It's out taking down the mountain. Very light and refreshing. That's what I can say about that. Some of that watermelon. Yeah. Anyway, these smoothies remind me of the train market, Ratchada Ratfai. That's right, in Bangkok. They sell these ginormous smoothies too. They even have the flag that reminds me of it too. If you ever wanted a food and drink demonstration of how global warming works, you may want to have a look at these smoothies. Because what's happening is they're dripping, melting, and I think the entire apron's going to be soaked in probably 30 minutes if we don't drink these fast enough. So, yeah, so if any of you is skeptical about global warming, I want you to just take a look at this and make an analogy out of this, and you'll see why. I don't know if you can see why. But, hey, let's make the free association anyway. Global warming deniers, you guys are wrong. Just because of this as evidence that all this is leaking within the blink of an eye. And I think I have to be very careful about where I put my camera caps and where my cell phone and such. So, let's finish this and try to save the earth, shall we? Yes. Okay, contrary to the sky was falling, Chicken Little thoughts our apron is actually quite well intact, and we were able to see off the fruit escapade intact. And by the way, I have some sort of phobia about dehydration and being in the middle of the ocean without anything to drink. So I think it was just stated that's phobia from ever occurring tonight. So I think this is a good time to go eat some solid food after all this ice and fruit and brain freeze. Alright, on to the next, guys. Something smells fishy. Oh, there's some tuna collar grilling. Look at that. That's what we're in the mood for next. Grilled tuna collar. I hear this is exceptional. And once again, because we're in Cebu, you know you're going to get some fresh seafood. And I think we're going to get the tuna collar, which they call tuna panga. Comes with rice and drinks. I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but I'm still the waster of rice. So, I mean, if you put rice there, we're not going to eat it. I'm sorry. Okay, so this monster tuna collar has just arrived. This is not the largest you can get, actually. This is only the large and not the extra large. And you just have to make our sauce with the calamansi and the chili. And over here we got some shrimp and garlic butter. I saw him as he was making it. And it comes with rice and a drink each. I hate to be the bringer of bad news yet again. I think I've mentioned it again. Me being the notorious waster of rice, you're gonna see this rice still stay on this plate, and same here, because, you know. First, I'm going to attack this giant collar, tuna collar here. So, gloves are necessary for this. Oh, it's so hot. It's coming off the bone. Do I have a good piece? No. I think it's a good piece right here. I'm gonna dip it in this sauce with calamansi and an unbroken chili. This, you know, Dad can't handle spice. So here we go. Very flavorful. The meat's a little more dense than I thought, and not like necessarily very much falling off and flaking. Yeah, this is quite a nice, flavorful piece of fish. Let's see. Let me try some of that spicy vinegar that's right here. Take that. And some vinegar. Not really spicy, but nice zing from that vinegar. I'm gonna go try this shrimp now. Cooked in garlic butter. Very fresh. And just about the right proportion, I think, of butter to garlic. It's not like absolutely awash with it, which is good, and it has that nice garlicky flavor, nice balance to that. And so, let me put some of that spicy vinegar, actually. I think that's what it needs. It's a little zing that it needs to add to that balance of flavor. So we're gonna go ahead and finish all this. Don't be surprised again if we leave a plate of rice, because, you know, we can't eat all this much rice, can we? Oh. You're gonna eat rice? Oh my goodness. Well, no keto diet for you then. Alright, back in a minute when we'll see what we get next after this. And the more we tear into this tuna call, I'm really loving the pieces that are close to the jaw. You get a lot of this soft, flaky meat. And some more of those natural oils from the fish too, which are very nice. And you probably don't even need sauce with this, to be honest. Okay, I got some sisig rice here with an egg, the pork sisig on the bottom, and I got this spicy with some extra jalapeno, and then I got a calamansi here. So, let's see here. I'm gonna break this open. Let that runny yolk melt into the right pork. I think some rice is down here, but I don't see it. I don't think there's any rice actually. That's a good luscious bite. I'll go for this. Okay. Okay. Very good. Salty, tangy pork with some nice egg that brings it all together. With a bit of spice with the chili. It's kind of lacking the texture of the regular sisig that you get, you know, from a skillet, but it's pretty good. That mango shake looks awesome. I'll probably get that later after we down some protein.